Okay, so behind me we've got our pasture chickens, and during the winter, kind of the late fall, early spring, these birds generally stay in one spot. But during the height of the grazing season, when our goats are out in different paddocks every single day, what we try to do with them is we try to get them to follow where the goats have grazed. And so you'll see we actually have a term we got from Joel Salatin called an eggmobile, where it's a chicken house on wheels that you can drag to all different spots on the farm. And the eggmobile is actually an old used dual axle trailer that we built an egg laying house, basically a roost house on top of. And we actually have nesting boxes on the outside as well as on the inside. And these chickens will stay in this particular area of the field until we need to move them to another spot. The beauty of chickens in a rangeland environment is that it once again mimics the natural cycles found in God's created order. Herbivores graze the ground, and they're always accompanied by fowl, some type of birds. And what those fowl do is they are there to feed off of the pests left behind by the herbivores. So one of the things that goats are very susceptible to are parasites that live in the grass. These parasites are tiny little microscopic bugs that will actually crawl up the stalks of the grass. The goats will eat them, and then those parasites will grow in their belly, and pretty soon that goat will have anemia. And if something's not done with it, that goat will lose so much iron from its blood because the parasites are eating it instead of going to the goat, that goat will die. And so parasite management for goats is extremely, extremely important. And those chickens, whether it's cows or sheep or goats, those chickens will come behind the goats, wherever the goats have been grazing, they'll come behind the goats and they will actually root through all of the pasture. And in that process, they will eat the fly larvae, the bugs, and even some of the parasites that will show up in the animal's droppings and what the animal has left behind. And the chickens do an incredible job of sanitizing the pasture behind the animals. They're effective pasture sanitizers. And you see this model in nature all the time. God created the world in such a way that fowl, like chickens, will follow behind herbivores and sanitize the pasture, keeping both them healthy and the herbivores healthy as well. Now, one of the things about having animals on pasture that's so important is that it gives the animals choice. You'll see here that these chickens have all sorts of space to move. They have short grass, they have tall grass to hide from predators. They also have open area here that they've kind of picked through. And they also have this little area over here that's just them, all of those holes were dug by them, and it's because chickens love the dirt. They love to take dust baths. And so when you give animals kind of a free-range experience like this, you get some of the most delicious, nutritious, and abundant eggs that exist, really, from a chicken. This kind of system is incredibly important because they can free-range graze for bugs, they can free-range take dust baths whenever they want, they can hide from predators, they can roost, they can basically do whatever a chicken wants to do. When we think about how we want to treat the animals God has entrusted to us, we want to give them opportunity to be the animals that they were made to be. Chickens don't need a whole lot. This is what they need, but this is what makes happy chickens, and happy chickens have the benefit of giving us the best eggs you can find.